everybody, welcome or welcome back. My name is Nisha and this is my channel where I show you tips and tricks on living a more compassionate life for the earth, the animals, and yourself. So if that interests you, please click my subscribe button to learn more things about the earth, the animals, and yourself. I'm trying out all kinds of fun things and I'm not so serious about it, so that's a good sell and not serious. Okay, let's talk about vaginas. See, I know what you're thinking. Who's this crazy brown girl that I randomly clicked on because she had a really good thumbnail? Hopefully I made a really good thumbnail. But I'm gonna tell you about the 5 things that I think you should know before you buy that Diva cup. Every person, and I'm gonna say person because not only women have periods, look it up, it's a scientific fact. Everyone has different bodies and they're shaped differently, and there is a menstrual cup to help you with that. Also, I wanna say that if you cannot find a cup that fits your body, it is totally fine. There are healthier alternatives, so don't let anyone make you feel bad because you can't use what is popular at this time, which is cups. So the first of the 5 things I think you should definitely know before buying a menstrual cup is that you need to determine your cervix height. Now, the menstrual cup sits in the vaginal canal. Here, I'll show a little picture. And depending on where your cervix is at the time of your period, you're going to have to use a different kind of cup. Otherwise, it sits really low and you're gonna be like, what's going on? I have a cup sitting out of my pants. Or you're going to have a difficult time retrieving it, or even in some cases, the cup might flip and then you have to go to the doctor, or you have to just like struggle or get a really good friend to help you fish it out. Maybe don't do that. So I'm gonna link 2 videos that I think are super helpful in determining your cervix height. Now, your cervix height is more properly determined at the time of your period, so please be sure to be doing this when you have a period because your cervix can either rise or drop. And I think this is the most common complaint with menstrual cups is that either it sits too low and it's painful, or it kind of, you put it in and it just like zoomies on up there and you're like, bye. And I've actually found this website through one of you guys, so thank you. Keep making suggestions in the comments below. I love to read them. I love talking to you guys. It not only helps me out, but it also helps other people coming to the page and forms such a nice, great community. So once you've determined your cervix height, then you can go and compare different kind of cups. One of my favorite resources for that is Put a Cup in It. It actually has a comparison chart as well as so many blogs and videos, posts just about determining what cup size is for you and determining different kind of problems for different kind of people who are menstruating. So I just wanted to pop on here and show you guys the compare and shop menstrual cup feature of putacupinit.com. This is just a fabulous website, has so many blogs and so much information. And for this feature, you can select up to 4 menstrual cups and compare them side by side. So for this demonstration, I chose the FemiCycle Low Cervix. I also chose the Lily Cup, which is one of the best, said to be one of the best for high cervixes, as well as my personal cup, the Schoon Cup, which, I mean, it's okay. I like it. So once you click compare, it'll bring up a page comparing everything side by side, like where you can get it, what the length without the stem of the cup is, the diameter, the capacity, everything you could ever want to know about your cup is there, which is great because you don't usually buy these things in person and can't see them up close. So this is pretty much as good as it gets when you're shopping for menstrual cups. So thank God for this feature. I love it. I wish I had known about it when I was buying my cup because I think I would have changed my mind about what I purchased. Now the second thing is determining your flow. Now this has a huge part in comparing what kind of cup you use because you might need something with a little more girth or a little more length. And I'm going to make a correction on my last video. If you haven't checked it out, my last video was very informative about menstrual cups that I wrongly said. I know, God forbid, the video that skyrocketed and got like 100,000 views and got really popular and I said something wrong in it. It's not very rare that you're gonna have to change your cup every 12 hours. It just depends on your flow and the amount you menstruate. But what a menstrual cup will help you is it'll save you a little more time in changing whatever you're using compared to a pad or a tampon. So, sorry I read off of something on the internet that was wrong.
Okay.
It is important to check with your doctor if you have any underlying medical issues like endometriosis and all kinds of other things that can cause that. I'm not saying that you can fix it, but it is a health indicator and it's always good to know more about your body and check in with your doctor about it. Now here you can see I'm comparing the average Diva cup, which is what most people see when they go to the grocery store and buy a menstrual cup for the first time, with the Super Jenny and the Yuki. I chose the larger size because that can also help you buy some more capacity with your cup. And you can see that in the Super Jenny and the Yuki, it adds 7 to 11 milliliters onto your cup, which is great because that can also buy you extra time in emptying your cup and can help people with heavier menstrual flows. And to find heavy menstrual cups, you can just Google high capacity menstrual cups and find one for you. While some people may only have to change the cup twice a day, some other people might have to change it more often. But depending on what kind of menstrual products you were using before, like a pad or a tampon, it is going to cut 2 to 6 hours off of those and give you a little more time back. So if you have a job or if you go to school that permits that, a cup is a great option for you because it's gonna add a little more time buffering. But if you're someone who's uncomfortable with changing your cup in the public toilet and you wanna do it in the privacy of your own home, maybe on the days that you can't use a cup, you can always go for a more eco-friendly, body-safe alternative like I just listed. The third thing I think is super important to consider is, are you really needing a soft cup? A lot of women who go for softer cups who do not need it get leaks, and this is one of the reasons you have leaks in a menstrual cup. Another one would be not opening properly or not forming the right suction or not using the right size. Softness or hardness is also a huge determining factor in that. And for a lot of women who have troubles with their bladder, they either have a sensitive bladder or the way your body is made, the bladder is sitting closer to the vaginal walls, you may actually have to go for a softer cup. In order to know that, you would either feel an intense pushing on your bladder when you put the cup in, and if you feel that intense pushing, you either have too hard of a cup or not the right size, and it could be either too long or too short and not sitting in the right place in your body. So that's really important. And if you're experiencing issues when you urinate and the flow seems a little slower, you might have too hard of a cup. So don't get discouraged. If you do enough research, your second cup might be the cup you keep forever. Now this is the fourth and probably one of the most important issues that I think people have when finding a cup. A menstrual cup is quite pricey depending on what brand you buy, but because you can use it for years, it's ultimately worth it in price because you're saving so much money on tampons. Like, I buy way less tampons and only use tampons when there are times where I'm not gonna be able to choose where or when I empty my cup. So I'll use organic tampons for that, but I barely have to use them because I'm not like going camping or at school or gone from home for more than 8 hours. So for me, it was totally worth the investment. But there are a lot of sites selling knockoffs, and I got a lot of comments that I spent too much on my menstrual cup in my last video and that people got them from a couple of discount sites for only like $2. Knockoffs are kind of iffy. I'm not saying it's going to be a life-threatening thing, like you're not gonna die if you put this knockoff cup in your vag, but like, it's a little iffy. Cups are made from silicone, from latex, and different kinds of plastics that are body safe and won't leach chemicals into your body, and that is determined by the FDA. And when you outsource to specific companies that are making non-body safe products, they're not designed with the customers using it in mind, and especially when you're putting something in the vagina, it is a mucous membrane. It's highly absorbent. A mucous membrane absorbs things very easily, so you want to be safe with the products you're putting there, and you want it to be FDA cleared. And your body is the only body you got, so be nice to it. It's your lifelong friend. When looking for your menstrual cup, please make sure you're buying straight from the company. If you're on Amazon, make sure that the seller is not some random person, but the actual company selling it. Or buy it straight from the company's webpage and look, is this an FDA approved material, silicone, latex, etc. Because you do not want to be putting something in your body that is not FDA approved. Now, the fifth thing is something that is very important to me personally for buying a menstrual cup. Because I only buy cruelty-free products, I only buy cruelty-free menstrual cups. I don't think anyone should have to suffer in order for me to live my life whenever it is practicable and possible. So I save all the bunnies and the dogs, because they test on dogs too, which really hurts me deep in my soul. And I won't buy from companies that sell in China because they must test on animals, doggies, bunnies, in order to sell products. So there's a list of cups you can look up if you're vegan, if you only buy cruelty-free cosmetics and body care. I know that's really important to a lot of people and something not a lot of people know about. So definitely do your research. I'll put a list down below and some resources on how to figure that out. Well, I hope you guys liked this video. I hope you found it really helpful. Please let me know of any other things that you think are super important. Help people out down in the comments below. I love talking to you guys. And if you want more of me, more of my advice, more just life tips, follow me around, stalking me, whatever, do what you want. You can follow me on my Instagram right here or subscribe. I hope you liked the video and I'll see you guys in a new one very soon. Bye.
What do you eat? What about meat? What about protein? What about cheese? Can you eat fish?